Good afternoon, everybody. It's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thanks so much for joining me. It's lovely to have you here. So it is Friday, so we're off to a good start because I know what day it is. So that is fabric cover, making fabric covers. I have got one more, a no-sew fabric cover. After this one, I'm not sure I've got anything really that I haven't shown you. So this is literally covering, well, card. Pieces of card like this. I don't know how thick it is. It's quite thick card. I got a bunch of it at the car boot, so I didn't buy it, so I can't tell you how thick it is. It's nice and strong though. So this is one that I've made beforehand, and the signatures are inspired by what Tanya's doing at the moment. Tanya on Teddy Treasure with her folio. She's done it before. She's putting notebooks in that are not stitched in. They're ready-made notebooks that she's bought, and she's putting them in on ribbon or string or something like that, so that you can take the whole notebook out and journal in it. And I thought, what a good idea that is. So you can take it out to write on it. You could take it out, you know, to glue and sew and whatever you want it, if that's what you like to do in your journals. You know, and if you've got a lot of things that you've stuck in, buttons, beads, things like that in the front, and you're journaling in the back, you can take it out, you know, to journal on it there. So it is literally, I've stitched the signatures together on their own, you know, so they are stitched together when you take them out. But then I've put them in with a string that will, you know, can be undone. I think elastic would be a good idea, but I haven't got any at the moment. I ought to have a look online and invest in some pretty coloured elastics if I'm going to do a few of them. So I've made this one up because it's a no-sew. There's a lot of glue, a lot of Fabri-Tac going on, so I won't be able to fill it. You know, I won't be able to do the signature with you. So I made one up to show you as well. Of course, you could just sew straight through it and sew an ordinary signature in. Put some of those lovely beads on if you wanted to, but it is all fabric and bits of lace and bits of, you know, scrappy bits of fabric, things like that, just glued. That's all it is, just glued on the board. That's kind of a little, but not really. Got these ladies sitting here. Look, they've been here a while. I really must put them in some more. They look quite nice on there, don't they? Might leave them in there. All the shoes are hidden. Yeah, something can sit in it. They sit in nice, would you believe it? So I've glued a pocket on the front that I've put some flat back pearls and some bits of lace and things on, and I've put 3 journal cards in. So you saw me make that one. I've just added, I'm wondering if it's catching the light. It's a glittery middle to that button. It probably isn't. But that's one of those fabric sample tags that I made. So I've glued it. I've glued that on, and I've glued the lace on it. This is just a Tim Holtz one in the middle, just because I like a 3 rather than a 2. That is a piece of my embossed paper. I've just put some ink on some of the roses to make them stand out. This is a Tim Holtz rose, and just some scruffy bits of lace. That button is also a vintage button, and it's also got glitter in it, but I don't think you'll be able to see unless you were, you know, seeing it with your naked eye, as it were. What a strange thing to say, naked eye. But I just, yeah, a pocket on the front I like. So this little ditzy material here, I think, is Gath Kidston. It's all material out of my stash. That's not, oops, it's out of my stash. It's not a name that I know. Yeah, the only other thing about gluing is when it frays, it won't stop fraying until it gets to some glue. You know, when you stitch, the stitching kind of stops it fraying. But I have left this one, so if I decide I want to put a stitch all the way around, a straight stitch on my machine, I can. But my idea was to make, you know, a no-stitch one, which I've done to show you. You know, you don't have to have a sewing machine. You could even stitch that by hand, couldn't you? Okay, so did I show you? I didn't show you the signatures, did I? Really? I'll let you see, because I don't suppose I'll be doing a flip through of this one. It will just go straight up for sale. So that's the Year in a Victorian Garden book page by Henry Terry. It's a well-known one in the junk journal world now. So some pink paper, my coffee dyed, some of my digitals that I've got sitting around. Coffee dyed music paper from last year, that one. This is a misprint of Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah. Yep, that should be blue. So my ink went, but it's still pretty. You wouldn't know, would you, if I didn't tell you? some coffee dyed. Don't know whose that is. Could be Ruby and Pearl. That's Junk with Steph. So just various digitals that I've got sitting around. I think these are the last 2 pages in here of my avocado dyed that I bought. And then a page from the Island book, A Year on the Island, Easdale I think it's called. And I've chosen June. This is June the 14th, which is interesting because that's my wedding anniversary. It's got a Thanksgiving poem in the middle. That's the rest of the June piece there. So that's the centre. Lots and lots of journaling space in it, as well as some pretty colour. Not too much though. What is it, shabby chic? I don't know. So, oh, that's the back page of the Henry Terry year in the Victorian flower garden, and this is the second signature. It's got 2 signatures in it, same again. That Henry Terry book, page of plain pink. Oops. Come on. Open up. Now, yes, I have got a lot of these that are the wrong colour printed, because I think I told you Tina's kit was 32 pages long, and I set it printed and walked away, and I probably got 2, maybe 3 pages proper colour, and then the inks had gone and they all went blue and purple, and I wasn't here. So I've got like 30 pages of that colour. It's very similar but not identical to the front. That's one of my favourite ones from the kit that I'm using at the moment from Tanya, or just finished. The one that I cannot get the name right for the love of me. It is Sweet Serenity. Now I've finished, I just about got it. Oh, so this is the first page of June, look, with all the beautiful flowers. That's the Island book again. June the 5th, Vicky's birthday it says, which is Vicky Waite and her husband. I can't remember what he's called, but they're the people that wrote the book. Beautiful. So yeah, coffee dyed, more digitals. I've got lots of digitals sitting around. Me and Tanya are having a conversation. She has too, so you'll see us both using up lots of papers that we've printed. And that's the back of it. Now I just put a belly band in the back there with it is a vintage postcard, a proper vintage postcard. It is Ode Brig Adoon, Alloway, Air. The bridge made famous by Robbie Burns in his poem Tanashanta, and his birthplace is nearby. So if you know Scotland, you'll know where that is. I don't. Yeah, just more vintage lace glued on, all glued on. Okay, so I'm going to try and show you. Well, I'll show you how I made the cover definitely. So I've got 3 pieces of card, whatever size you want them to be. Now that big one I've just shown you was 8 by 6. Does that sound right? Inches, I think it was. The one we're going to make, this little one, and I am in love with little journals at the moment, is, I was going to say 10 inches. That's 10 centimetres, so not quite 4 inches by not quite 6 inches, 15 by 10 centimetres. And then I've just done, I think it's an inch spine or thereabouts. Yeah, an inch spine in the middle. So what I've done for this one, I probably should take those out so we can see it. Oh, come on, ladies. Show you how easy they are to come out, I suppose. Now they do untie. I've just tied them, so you can do them as tight as you want. So yeah, it's a lovely little signature, or 2 lovely signatures, you know, to take out should you want to. But they're in quite well if you don't want to take them out. Come on, come on, come on. Nice, cute, nice in the hand. Oh, take that out, on those out, and then we can see what we're doing. So in the centre, I've got 1 piece of fabric all the way across. I'm just using thin vintage cotton. As you know, that's a duvet cover. If you've been with me a while, you could use thicker material. You could put wadding on it first and then put the cottony stuff on top to give it a bit of padding. Am I going to use that again, or am I going to use a different one? I absolutely love this. I'm nearly out of this. I've had this from my like what I used to call patchwork, but they call it English paper piecing now, don't they? Days. I haven't done any for a long time. I've hoarded it for a long time. Yeah, it's plenty big enough, so I'll have that in the middle. So on the front I used smaller pieces. What I did was stuck it down first, so let me decide. Don't think it matters where I put it, so I'll start with one of these big ones. I'm going to put this cream, it's got a cream side and like a buff, would you say that is? Buff side? I'm going to put the cream side down, yeah, although it is got a cream background, that, so it probably wouldn't show through either side. I should have had these upright, shouldn't I? So I put one down and then I try and line the other two pieces up with it with my ruler. So because the pieces of card are not going to actually touch each other, the fabric is going to keep them attached to each other. Yeah, getting them in a straight line can be tricky, but does it matter if they're not in a straight line? Also, don't go too thick with your glue if you've got very thin cotton and it's likely to show through. Okay, so it doesn't really matter as regards the pattern. You could iron it if you weren't lazy like me. I do sometimes iron my fabric, but I haven't done. Right, so in theory, if I lay this across here, I should be able to lay this against it when I've glued it, and we should be in a straight line. And we want about 2 or 3 millimeters space between them, just so that it will, you know, fold, open and close without banging against the next piece of card. If you do this and you do find your glue shows through, all you need to do is cover it up with more fabric and less glue. Or stitch on it. You could stitch, you know, just through the top rather than through the card. Oops, what happened? Are we straight? No. That's it. Again, it's not going to be an exact science. There's always room for it moving out, but it will keep it, I think, good enough for the here we go again, naked eye. So I've not been in long. We've been out shopping with Mum and having our coffee. We've gone on to Starbucks now from Costa. We've decided around here the Costa has got really atrocious. You know, it's very inconsistent. Depends who's making it as to how good it is. We've kind of always shopped between the two, but yeah, we're Starbucks people at the moment. So we've had our Starbucks and got Mum's shopping, and it was very wet and rainy and horrible when we got up this morning, but it's turned out it's a bit breezy, but it's beautiful and sunny, blue skies and lots of sunshine. So Neil's packed his car and gone fishing for a couple of hours, so I thought, lovely. That leaves me free to have an hour or so in my room, and then an hour or so probably watching junk on the TV, because that seems to be my thing at the moment. Okay, so I'm cutting round it, leaving quite a big gap for now, because I don't know how much I want round and how much I don't. You can cut it completely close if you like it neat. You could fold these in if you wanted a really neat one. Fold them in and glue them, and then maybe I ought to do one of those with you, didn't I? Maybe we could do that next week. And then yeah, put a piece over the top. Might do actually, because I've got loads of this card. So that's that one down. So that is going to be the inside, because I don't know, I just felt it was best the inside being in one full. I think initially I was going to stitch through it as well, so I thought, you know, stitch my my signatures through. So then I just stuck 2 separate pieces on the other side. So I don't know if you can see, because there's lace on there as well. This piece kind of went to there, this piece kind of went to there, so they kind of went over each other a bit. And then I put another strip of spare down the middle, just to give that, in case I stitch through it, or, you know, it gets a lot of use, the spine, doesn't it? So yeah, it's got like 3 layers of material and then that lace on it. And I quite like the fact that it's got a different front to back. So shall we do that? Oh, that was a box of buttons. Luckily it landed on its side and it hasn't emptied. But it is my bigger buttons, I'm pleased to say. So, oh, and I made that pocket. I made another one, look. just had another piece of material that I loved, so I'll keep that one as a spare for something. It'll be too big for on here. What do I want on the middle, did I say? What have I brought? I'm trying to keep it sort of pinky vintage. This one I've had a while as well. Now this is white where that one's cream, but I'm not going to let that bother me, I don't think. She says changing her mind as she said it. I just love the vintage material, so I'm going to use it. That was a strange old tear there. I don't suppose it matters. Oops. I bought this with the intention of making a summer dress. I can't tell you how many years ago. I did buy it from a vintage shop. It's not been used for anything. It is off a, you know, a roll. But try and rip that again, and then I might get a nice ripped edge that I can keep. Yeah, like that. How did I glue it down? I can't even for the life of me remember. I think I just glued this. I did. Yeah, that's the only thing I want it to stick to. Of course, like I say, you could stick the fabric together if you wanted. And I'm still not sure whether I'll stitch. Just because if I sell them, I like them to be, you know, I like to be certain that they're going to stay put. But I might not. We'll see. I'll see what I decide. This side doesn't matter so much. It's going to be covered over again. But I suppose I ought to stick it down. That's it. Yep, so you can have them as free and easy around the edge or as neat as you want. But you're not big enough, are you? Well, you might make a nice pocket though, maybe. Oh, is that all the material I've got here? I can't believe it. Gosh, Denise. Right, I have to go get some material. Okay, I've got some gifted, I think it's a serviette, it is. It's a beautiful serviette, isn't it? Fabric, so let's take quite a big piece of there because it'll make a nice whoopsie strip for something, won't it? And same up this side, so I'll try not to wallop everything. I'm sorry if I nearly gave you a heart attack then. I nearly gave myself one. Do you want all of that on? Yes, let's. Okay, I'll lean back and do it. That's it. I'm not hitting everything on the desk then. Where are you? About there. Okay. Is that going to be the front? It is, isn't it? Pretty. Okay. Glue. How far over are you going to go? Remember, I'm going to have a strip down the middle anyway. Only just up to it, maybe not quite. Ooh, get off. So we're having a nice easy main meal tonight. Don't know what you call it, so I'll just call it main meal. We're having some lovely Harry Ramsden's fish cod in batter out of the freezer. How lazy is that? And some extremely crunchy, so it says, we haven't had them yet, hash browns with some mushy peas. So there, is that a strange concoction, or all I know is it's very easy. Perhaps not very all that healthy. The fish won't be too bad, but the rest of it's not necessarily. But yeah, so tea's just going to be a pop it in the oven and heat it up. Lazy woman's job today. Well, I don't know about lazy. Easy. Let's say easy, shall we? Okay, I've got threads all over me. So at least we've got the greens and the greens, I suppose. So I want some lace down the middle. I'm not going to go with this pink this time. So where is my lace? look at some green, seeing as we've got some greens going on. Got a little bit of that. I want some fabric. I don't know why I'm looking at lace at the minute. Till I get fabric down, Denise. So I'll leave the lace there. I'm wondering about a piece of this that I had on that other one. Oh, the ticking. Had some black ticking on here. Here it is, here it is. I mean, I've got two full-on patterns, but they're not. That is not the front of the book, is it? You know, Anna. Oh no, I was going to say it could be if I turn it that way, but it's not. That is the front of the book. That is the back page. Actually, I like this one as well. So, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, two completely different patterns, but they won't be seen together. So don't worry about that if you're looking at it and thinking, goodness. I don't like that with the back one, though. Material I've got up here. Fabric. I could have sworn I had loads of fabric out on my desk. Okay, I've got some at the side of me. Bear with me. Oh, look at that. No. I've got some darker ones, you see. Cherry. Should have done a different coloured. This is one of my favourites. They're just not going, are they, with the... Those would be nice together for another one. Blue. Oh dear. What about the one from the front? No, it needs to be plain. I need to get some plain. I need to stop the camera. It was right at the side of me, but never mind. So this is an old tray cloth linen. Yep, that's kind of what I want. So we'll take that fancy edge off again. Sit back here and not whack you. And because we're going to have some lace down it as well, aren't we? Oops. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, let's get that on. Oh, let go of me. Yeah, it's a slow job with the glue as well. I've got three Fabri-Tac stroke collals. Oh, not collals, 3-in-1. Open, and they're in various stages of not being very helpful. Just enough to, well, I suppose it needs to hold it fairly well if you're not stitching, which I'm not, but I'm going to put some glue, some ribbon on the top, so go on. You can hear the air, can't you, when I squeeze it? Gosh, that sunshine is beautiful. I've been saying to a few people in the comments, I know in the UK and in other countries, we're having the weirdest weather. Or do we always say that this time of year? I don't know. I do feel it's very strange. Seems so changeable. I know it would normally be changeable a little bit at this time of year, but literally all seasons in one day, constantly. Right, now I can see a little bit of glue through there. Now you could spread it with your spreader. I'm going to put lace on it, so I don't think it'll show through, but yeah, that's nice. I like the frothy edges on it. Let's make sure they're stitched down. Stitched down? Yeah, well, glued down. Ooh, what's we leaking? You're going to make a big blob now, aren't you? Big wet blob. No, you haven't. I forgive you. You're stuck? No. Of course, if you're putting something like this on your spine, this piece of linen, this would be nice to do some slow stitching on first. Or some embroidery. I have got actually some embroidery pieces of this because it was a tray cloth and it had embroidery on it. So yeah, it could put a fancy bit on the spine. I will trim some of this. It's not going to stay quite that big, but I want to get my head round where the lace and what have you's going first. Okay, so we were looking at lace, weren't we? Now you see that's a nice base for some some green lace, some coloured lace I was going to say. Might like you that way. Oops. Mr. Next Door banging his door. Let's just cut it to size, because if I don't use it, it won't matter. It'll be used for something, and it was fighting me a bit. Yeah, I don't dislike that one. Let's just see what else we've got. Would these be nice round the edges? I think they might. Okay. I think that one's too. Oh yes, too acid coloured. I think you're a bit vibrant as well. Oops, you definitely are. So which one have we gone for? That one and that one. Come on out. Is there any more of you? Yes, there's a full roll of it. Oh, and that one. That little bit of crochet we might have around the edge as well. Okay, let's make a bit of space. This is the trouble with fabric, all the threads. I have to keep looking at it closed because I think I might like that fancy edge at the front. Yeah. I'm going to cut that deep edge, that, what is it? It's like a seam kind of thing. I suppose it's to keep the lace straight as you're using it, but more often than not I cut it off when I'm using this because it just looks much more lacy, doesn't it? So hard to tell which is the right side, I think that is. Until you lay it down, then it looks like it's not. I give up. So yeah, that fits nice over there. Just don't know if I want some of this. And I'm going around the edge with it, but do I want it onto there as well? I might. Let's have a look. Or do I just want that lovely... I mean, I do like that lovely edge. Let's just go with the lovely edge then. Okay, so I'll try and... Oops, that's a different bottle. A bit heavy. Try and get it everywhere, but without, you know, it leaking through. This is the only thing with the fabric glue. The Collal might be better, or, you know, if you've got a brand new bottle of Fabri-Tac, when it's brand new, it does run much better than when it's been opened a few times, used a few times. I am getting a bit of glue on my fingers through it, so... the thing about making these is time, waiting for it to dry as well, because I like to add lots of layers. That other one that I made, it, you know, I didn't stick everything down at once, the pocket and the bling and all the bits of lace. I kind of did a couple of bits, let it dry, and then thought, oh, I'll try this, I'll try that. Kind of one of those. I wonder what this would look like. Just a bit difficult to show you, unless I did time lapse, but I'm not ahead enough yet. Not time lapse exactly, you know, did it and then didn't film until it was dry and then started again, adding it all together. Yeah, that's pretty. I like that. I do like that linen showing through, actually. Ooh. So do I want a pocket on the front of this, I guess, is what I want to... And I'm going to trim you off. Seeing if I've got anything solid, you know, a solid colour block. The thing is, it's very pretty, isn't it? I don't think I am going to. I think because it's smaller as well, whereas that other one's big, I like that across the bottom. So I'm just going to trim a little, because that is a bit strange shaped. I'm not going for perfection, as you know. I never do. Well, very rarely. I don't like the disappointment when I don't achieve it, so, you know, I try not to set myself up for a fail. I say it's a bit, I don't want it quite that neat, but it will fray as it's pulled about a bit, and some of this is going over. So on the other one, I did start in the middle with the lace. Let me just chop this and see that I like it both sides. Oh, scissors are getting blunt. I know I like it on the front. Do I like it on the back? I do actually. Yes, I do. Phew, everybody says. Oh, you can all sigh of relief now. So I think I am going to go right on the bottom of there. So I'm not going to cut that anymore. I am going to cover it in lace. Or let it hang. Right, so I don't want just green lace on it. I am going to get some creamy colours out in a moment. Come on. I'm not strong enough to squeeze this. It's, like I said, I don't want a lot. Which is the right side here. Don't know that there is one. Oops, I put that bit lower than I wanted it, but that's okay. Do I want the same at the top? Have I got enough? Oops. Yes, I've got enough. Don't know. I think it might be a bit too, yeah. I want it a lot more random than that. So, where's the cream coloured laces? Oh, this is a nice one. This is a vintagey. Oops. What's the word when you retrieve it? Salvaged, that's it, there we go. Salvaged piece of lace. You can see that it's come off something. Quite like the fact that it's very different. So I don't want it hanging down, or do I want it above? I think I like it hanging down. Might take a little bit of that off. It's a bit bulky for gluing. It would sew all higgledy-piggledy and lovely, but we're not sewing. What have we got there? Bit of a join. Let's have rid of you. Yep, lovely. Keep going to pick that big. Oh, look. Yeah. It's because I'm leaving the lid off and leaving it on its side. It's oh dear. So I hope I'm not making you feel ill. Snail trail glue. Come on. Got my finger stuck now. That's it. Now it might be when you make a glued one like this one, if you're a little bit like me, in a hurry as you're crafting, or I don't want to say slapdash because I don't think I'm slapdash. You know, you might have to go back and put the glue nozzle in here and there. Oh, so I've got bits of material all over me. Yeah, that's it. It's coming together. So I want something plainer now, but still lace. So what have we got in here? I've trapped it in the zip. Got some of this eyelet lace. It's white, but I think that's, oops, might be nice over. No, I'm not liking anything else on the front there. So let's go inside and do something here. Right, let's move some bits. What have we got? This is nice, but do I want white? What have we got in here? No, this is nice. This is vintage. Do I like it at the bottom? No, I might like it at the sides because it will show through the front. Yeah, I like that. Oh, goodness me, I can't keep. Let me just get a. Can't keep dealing with that. It needs to come off. Come off. That's it. So my new internet, like I say, it didn't. I don't know if I told you or not. Actually, it didn't upload, and well, if it did upload quicker, it was marginal. So yesterday's video still took just shy of 4 hours, which is better than sometimes. Sometimes it takes even more than that, but yeah, just shy of 4 hours, which, you know, is crazy. It never used to take that long for like a 40-minute video. That's lovely, I like that. I'm going to have the same one on the front. So yeah, I was just deciding if I'll stop the camera and get a signature ready for this, but perhaps I ought to not, because it needs uploading. I suppose I could put a signature in and while it's uploading, just make the thumbnail a picture. So you've probably seen a picture of it finished on the front, even though as of yet I haven't done it. Come on, you're drying up. Let's use my hands and get rid of all that. It'll dry my hand while I'm doing this, that's better. That's what was holding you up, isn't it? Get rid of it, that's it. Oh, it's lovely, that lace. Lovely. You're not glued, are you? Now, it wouldn't bother me so much if I was actually sewing a signature through it, because that would hold it down, and I don't mind a bit of lace, you know, sticking up, but I think I might put a bit under you. Yeah, I don't want it to get caught and just there on the spine, you know, pull up. Yeah, I'm feeling this needs something, but I just don't know what. I want something very small and fine. Oh, look, what about that? It'll either be a yay or a no chance. What is this called? Pom-pom trim. That was my jaw cracking, if you heard that. Goodness me. Do I like it? I'd like it better if it was not white, I think. But I still might use it. Just because I want to. I mean, there is white in the... Let's get all that pink off. Got some pink fluff on it. There we go. Is that all of you? No. Off. You're going to be fun to stick down, aren't you? Oh, you get off me. Gosh, I've got an knitted Aran jumper on. This is going to be, I'm going to be full of bits. I'm going to have to pick them all off me. Right, can you actually see that? Oh, goodness. I'm wondering if I was talking quietly. I apologise if I was. I probably was. I'll see if I get a chance to sort the sound before I upload it. I'll try, but time is ticking. Should have had some workmen here today to repair something that they've only done a fortnight ago and broke, and they haven't turned up, so I've had to, and it's the second time they haven't turned up, so I've had to get stroppy. Had to have my teacher voice. So they've been very apologetic, and they're coming now in the morning, so we'll see. I don't think they'll dare not now, but you never know. You're folding out. Shall I glue you down? Yes. Just that little corner bit. See, as always, I didn't get everything ready, and it's not all, this is how you do it, and it's all cut ready to size. That's not me, guys, if that's what you've come for. I'm sorry. I'm just wondering about a belly band all the way across. No. But I want something thinner. Oh. That looks like this, cut in half. It is. Do I like it? I think I do, actually. I obviously wanted something thinner when I did that one. I love that pom-pom trim. But it's even nice with the vintage lace behind it. Sometimes you can mix the two, the modern and the old, and it's still aesthetically pleasing. But beauty's in the eye of the beholder, I guess I'd say. So some people will love it and some people won't. Yeah, I just wanted like a hint of lace down there. And I still want to be able to see all the, or a touch of the layers, which I can. All I've got to do now is get this to play the game. Here we go. Oh. I suppose that if Neil's fishing, nobody else will be using the internet, but I don't think that. I think when your upload speed and your download speed are two different things, and I don't think, I might be wrong, and if you know I'm wrong, I'd love to know, or if you know I'm right, I'd love to know. I don't think the two interfere with each other, because we've got a guaranteed download speed, I don't know what they are, and a guaranteed upload speed, so the speeds are different. Does that mean that they're not interfering with each other? I don't know. Anyway, my thought was if Neil's not home on the internet, it might upload quicker, but probably not. Answers on a postcard or in the comments, if you know. So I've just posted off this morning the giveaway journal. That's nice. I like that. It's framed that beautiful fabric. I'm going to have to just get some glue off my fingers a minute. It's framed that beautiful fabric that I love very much. This might just be a one signature. It really needs to dry now before I mess with it anymore. Yeah. Don't know if I want anything down there or not. Don't want it to look too, you know, like this is the border. I quite like that. If it doesn't go over there, I quite like it. Let's have a look. Oh, I'm warm. That's the sun. The sun will be round and yeah, on my desk soon if I don't get up and close the curtain. Right, I'm going with this, I've decided. I'm just wondering if I'd like some bling down that spine. Now the only thing is, I'm going to have some string in it. Up there, up a bit, that's it. You know, round it for the signature. No, maybe not. Maybe something across here. Although, you know, this is full on, isn't it? Let me just have a look. Oh, my bling draw's not there anymore, is it? I've moved it. I could just stand up and grab it. I will. Because I haven't got anything there. Oh. Did I knock the camera? I think I did. Oh. I can't say there's anything grabbing my eyes. Oh, no. It's a bit too vintagey. Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. Can you see it? I've got a lot going on around me. That even looks like it's got a pink hint tint to it. I don't know if it has. Oh, where do we want it? Oh, I liked it across there. Maybe only a smaller. Oh no, my glue's leaking, I see. Stand up. Oh, it's leaked on some pom-pom. Maybe a bit higher up like that. What do I want on the front? Excuse my arm. I'm just looking in. Do you want to see? I'm just looking in here. That's a vintage cigarette card. Just try and show you both. What am I doing? It is hiding most of that. Beautiful material. Oh, squeak. Oh, that's nice. Needs to be on something though. Nothing there, but I've got another one here. Is that too pink? A little. Quite like that. Just bear with me a minute. Not purple. I'm just, you know, I'm down the rabbit hole, aren't I? Oh, that's nice as well. Let's just get a couple out and decide. I think that's it. They're all quite big. Okay. So, oh, I've still got glue all over me. That's nice because it has got a spot that you could actually write. I do like the size of this one. I think it's going to have to be that one. I think that's the one. And I am just going to go central with it. Where is me dobber? Oh, I've been robbed. There it is. Just in case it's got a white edge. That's it. And I could back it on something, but I don't think I want to. That green card's nice that that's wrapped around. Oh dear. That's what junk journaling's all about, using your junk. Let's cut it and see. See if I can cut it straight. I'll have to use that lace now, won't I? It's a lovely thick card, that. Oh, it does give it a bit of something. It definitely does. I'm going to put this on with... Yeah, I'll put this on with this because it'll dry quick, and then the whole thing on with Fabri-Tac. Are you dried up now? Are you all a bit empty? I don't know. I think there's enough on. Sorry if I'm off camera. I'm not far off. I'm not far away. I'm coming back. There we go. Oh yeah, I like that. So let me clean the top of this again. There we go. I know I'm hiding some of that lovely pattern, but it's got to be done. I can see the glue on my hands. Right, so this won't show through because it's got 2 layers of fabric and that board and card on the top, so I can put that down without worrying. Try not to touch it with my gruesome hands. Yeah, you see, this will either have... I might sew a signature in this one because I think I might like the strings through there. So it will have some strings through there before I decide. You want straight. Yeah, and I think it wants a, you know, quite a big, eclectic signature. And then we've got that beauty inside. So I'll leave it there because I think I've been on a long time. And yeah, hopefully in the thumbnail you'll be able to see it with a signature, and if not, I will show you it yesterday when I get in my time travel machine. Tomorrow, I'll show you it tomorrow with the signature in if I don't get it before it uploads. Okay, hope you've enjoyed that. Tomorrow is Saturday, it's the weekend, so it will be playing with book page. I hope to see you there. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.